Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Illini Central, home of the Illini Central Cougars. Actually, and this is a girls' game with our co-op with Greenview, so it's the Illini Central Greenview Lady Cougars game tonight. From the Cougar Den, affectionately named by the late, great Hall of Fame coach John Giesler, two-time Hall of Fame coach John Giesler. I say that at the beginning of every broadcast because he earned it. Last May, we got inducted into the Hall of Fame with the 2013 team. Sitting beside me is Coach Lucas Power. Lucas is coaching here at Illini Central. So this year he's coaching all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, just love to be in the gym. Don't want to get away from it.
Baseball diamond.
Same with baseball diamond.
It's coaching. Very rewarding.
Yeah, my Illini Central days, you never know when they'll be over. So just try to soak it in and enjoy every moment I'm in here.
Gotta enjoy every moment. So we are going to bring to you tonight from the Allen Stout broadcast booth this game between our Lady Cougars, like I said, at 10 and 11, and the Riverton Hawks. We welcome them into the Cougar Den this evening. They come in with a record of 2 and 24. Not a lot of time left in the season, Lucas. I heard Coach Burks talking to his guys before they got out of practice. It's just about run out. The girls have a crazy week. They play tonight, and then they're off until they go. They actually play Thursday, Friday, Saturday because of some games that got canceled back in December. Yeah. So they've got that situation. And then next week, senior night's on Monday, and then I think they play one more regular season game after that, and it's regional.
Yeah, I mean, it's it. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's we talk about it all the time. It goes quick like that. So we're going to cut out real quick for the national anthem. We'll be back in just a second. We'll leave the sound on so you can hear the national anthem presented by our two great band directors, Mr. Kelly Damon and Mr. Julian Castillo. I always say Mr. Damon, Mr. Castillo do a fantastic job with our band. It's just gotten better all the time. They do a really, really, really good job and are an asset here at Illini Central. All right. Well, like I said, we're getting close to the end of the season. My keys to the game are this. We always rebound, or it's almost always rebounding because we're in a zone. Got to take care of the basketball. That goes for every single team you talk about. And then you got to compete on every possession. This is one of those that kind of pertains to the boys too, that we have this issue. It's like you got to compete every possession. You can't have a bad possession and then hang your head and be like, oh,
And you can't pick and choose when you want to, get on the ground or this, that, and the other.
I think it's bad the amount of time that you spend around me in your last few years of life, because I've spent my weekend in my head saying picking and choosing. Because the funny thing about the picking and choosing thing is a lot of adults pick and choose when they're going to do their best and their attitude and things like that. And that always gets me going, as you know. So, yeah, when you start picking and choosing, when you are and aren't going to do the best you can, give your best effort, you're going to start choosing sometimes to not. So I'm going to get the starters for Riverton. When we get up at the tip, I just marked them down. Our starting five stays the same. Number 22, Megan Hughes. Number 30, Olivia Morrow. Number 13, Addie Wilcoxon. Number 10, Elena Snyder. Number 12, Macy Willis. So let me see. I just got a text that you're not loud enough. So maybe you got to speak up there, buddy boy, I guess. I turned you up a little bit, so see what you got.
Maybe it's the way the mic was. I try to fix that.
Maybe we'll try to get that where we need to be. All kinds of stuff here we need to change over since we just had a take.
So are we closing in on the same old conference too? A couple more matchups left.
Yeah, there's
towards the end of it.
Couple more of those left. So here we go. Olivia jumps gets the jump. Coach Bunner sets his play up, but she bats it away. Let's see. So for Riverton, I've got. They said you're a little bit better. Okay, let's try this. Do that. Turn that up a little bit, and that means you need to back me off because I'm super duper loud. So number 11 is Skylar Stokes. Number 3 with the ball right now, that is Brittany Walker. There's a tip pass. Megan Hughes.
Somebody's got to come and get the ball.
Megan, she'll end up bringing it up. The Hawks start in a 2-3 zone. I'll get the rest of their starters when we get back to the other end. One thing about being in that zone, the way we like to shoot the three, they're going to want to get to our shooters. Macy Willis, one of the tallest people out there, keeps that alive. Megan up top, gives it off to Addie at the high post. Inside to Mace. She kicks it out to Liv for a three. It's long. Rebound down to number 45. Is that 45 or 55?
40.
40 got the rebound. That's Maria Jackson is number 40. Elena for 3, and that's good.
Like you said, I mean, we're going to shoot a bunch of threes. We're going to make a bunch of threes, but I just thought it was funny. A couple weeks ago, it was like, what did they go, like 2 for 41 or something? And like,
tipped away.
That's what they're living on. They're going to live on that because they're going to have nights where they just light it up and win by a bunch because they just make a bunch of three-point shots.
Yeah, they have all year long. You know, that's why I know some people are like, why do you shoot? You know, why do they shoot so many? Well, honestly, we're not necessarily made to just drive right to the basket every time. And plus, you don't get to just drive right to the basket every time. Rebound down to number 35. That's Danae Anderson. Danae Anderson's 35. So let me reset. Brittany Walker's 3. Number 11 is Skylar Stokes. Closest to the basket is 55. That's Angel White. And I think that's everyone. No, number 40. Number 40, like I said, I mentioned her earlier after the rebound, she's Mariah Jackson. Meg looks ahead. I always like that about Meg. She's always looking ahead. Over to Liv on the left side. Liv back to Elena, wide open for a 3. That's long. Good job by Megan to go rebound, but it's knocked away. One thing, too, about all of the threes that we shoot, some of it has to do with they're in a zone. Like, they're packing it in. You're not, you know, it's, yeah, you can run offense. There's offenses that can be ran against a 2-3 zone. Bunner goes to the 1-3-1 now in this possession. That's Stokes with it on the right. So against the 1-3-1, I can hear Coach White right now, one of the nicer guys you're going to want to meet. I met him. We were coaching junior high against each other a few years back. He's now the varsity coach at Riverton. Really good guy. Nice job by Elena to anticipate. Kirby Jo Bacon ends up with it. Kirby Jo will push it into the front court. Megan with it on the left. Addie does her job, gets to the high post. Megan for three. That rattles out. Rebound down to Elena. She's going to dribble it out. Up top to Meg. Meg to Addie there. Addie with a shot that's off. Nice hustle by Macy to get it. Swing to Elena for a three. And that's good.
First second of the game.
Let me remind everyone at home, in case you're new to our broadcast, the little bang logo. We did it first. They do it in the NBA games now. They must have seen one of our great broadcasts last year. It's almost late. Good job by Kirby Jo to track that down. Gives it off to Elena. I've got the camera on the wrong end of the court. That's going to be bad for me.
So I haven't seen a lot of these games this year, obviously, but is Megan or is Kirby Jo more the primary point guard?
Well, one thing is Addie's had to play the point a lot this year. As number 11 Stokes drives in, goes up, misses, rebound off of Macy. You want to make sure you don't run all the way under the rim to rebound. You can't rebound anything.
Yeah, Coach Bunner's not going to be happy about that one.
The only ball you're going to catch standing under the rim is when it goes through the net or when it's an air ball. And usually an air ball is going to hit you. You know, you're going to have a tough time getting that. So, anyway, what were we talking about?
Megan and the point guard. And
yeah, it's been, with Taylor Kine graduating, Taylor, great kid. Shout out to Taylor. She took care of all the ball handling last year, brought the basketball up, got us into what we were doing. And so Addie's had to kind of play a role that she hadn't had to do the first 3 years, and I think she's done a good job at it. It's just tonight, though, without them picking up full court man, I think it's going to be whoever kind of gets it. Plus, Addie's role tonight is she plays, he's got her at the high post. So... and the funny thing is, with the job that Addie has right now, that what she's going to do, I assume she's going to alternate with Macy, like flash into the high post. It's one of those jobs that gets really annoying.
Just going from the short corner.
Yeah, because you're going to the short corner of the high post, and you don't touch it, and you do it, you go, and you don't touch it, and they don't look at you.
If you do get the ball, then you're probably kicking it to the corner for a three-point shot.
Yep, and it's one of those where it's just like that can be annoying. Meg's going to look on the fast break. Has nothing. Liv.
One more.
See, they both flashed there at the high post.
Oh, she's got to look to shoot.
And just swing it quickly.
There it is. There it is. Corner. Knockdown. Oh, you were ready for it.
I got a hand on the button. Rebound down to number 40. That's Jackson. She gives Coach White with the timeout.
Looks like a 30-second. So one thing I was going to say earlier when we were talking about the whole point guard situation, from the games I have seen them play, obviously we saw them down in Indiana, or over in Indiana, which was just a fun experience all around.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like Kirby Jo plays a little timid at times, and I know she's a freshman, right?
Right.
So you're going to have that.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if she can attack more and be more confident in her dribbles.
Right.
Sometimes, and I saw them play here, I think, against Pawnee. Is that the game I helped you with?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was because it was a close one, right?
Yeah, it was a really close one. And there was a couple of turnovers that's like, freshman.
Right.
But I think she has the ability to be really, really good if she just,
get
through that mind space of
and it's
being afraid to do something wrong.
It's exactly what you said. It's being a freshman. Not wanting to make a mistake.
Yeah, that's the biggest one. Having that in your head. Like, I think if she get rid of that.
Jackson gets the rebound. She ends up on the floor. Addie gets it. Being pretty aggressive right there. I think Jackson thought she got fouled, and I'm not sure. I don't disagree with her. It kind of was a little physical in there. But you're right. I think some of it is being a freshman because, obviously I coached her in middle school, and she's one of my favorites in terms of just her effort, how hard she plays. It's just sometimes when you come to high school. And the other thing is you know how it is. You're used to junior high.
Yeah.
And she doesn't get to go play JV and play JV as a freshman
Yeah.
and get, it's straight to varsity basketball, and that's hard to do. And not only is it hard to do, you're doing it in the Sangamo Conference,
Like right there. Like I just feel like she could take some shots. I feel like she has the ability, and she passes up some shots.
Stokes on the drive. Liv gets a piece of it. That was blocked. Liv had a lot of foul trouble early in the year, like back in December, and I think as the year's gone on, she's got better about picking her spots when she's going to do the things that she's going to do. The thing that hurts us is we don't press. We can't. We only have 7 players on the team, so we're left doing kind of what we're doing right now. You don't get any run-outs. You're not getting a ton of steals and layups. So it's like, wow, how come you've only scored 6 points? Well, it's just good. That's pass inside there to Macy. So you know what I'm saying? Like a team that can press full court, you're going to score a lot more points because
you're going to get some layups.
You get easy opportunities. We've so far in this game had to come down and manufacture the points that we've got, and we've had to do that the majority of the year. And if you don't understand the
America's
game,
play.
Yeah.
Money. Spoke too soon. I tried to call that one.
Yeah, Elena's
Elena's
got nice shooting form. Stokes with it, drives baseline, pulls up for the jump shot, and hits it. That's a nice little jump shot. Liv's going to go back.
And that got Riverton on the board tonight.
So 6-2 with 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Dump inside to Macy.
That's the second time that's happened. I think before she puts it on the ground, I think it's Addie that's standing there wide open. And that's kind of her shot, right? That free throw line jumper.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If she'd be quicker to get it to her, I think that's a good shot for Addie.
Yeah. Meg going to the corner.
There it is again.
She's long, but Addie tracks it down. Macy was wide open right away. Kick out there to Addie. Up top to Meg, reverse. One thing you got to do is move the ball quick. Although I'm not sure whether he wants them to he wants them to look in the high post, like we were saying. Like he said, somebody's got to flash.
That's the hardest thing with being up here. Like I have no idea what Coach Bunner wants these girls to do. You have a better understanding. Being around them all the time. But.
See, right there it was. That's off. I could tell by her shooting motion that was off. That's a rebound down to number 3 is Walker. Over to Stokes. Stokes pulls for a 3, and she hits it.
Puts this game within 1. And like you had said earlier, like us only having 6 points, well, we've missed a bunch of shots. We're gonna hit shots in the next 3 quarters, and
Well, you hope we are. That's the thing, is when you're relying on just jump shots all the time.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, when you're in a zone like this, you can do other things. You can set screens on it. You can do different stuff, but you still have to have the personnel to do the things that go with that. Now, here's where the 1-3-1, we need to be aggressive. We need to really, I think we need to be more.
Yeah, the wings being up and go get a layup here.
Hands in passing lanes right here.
There it is.
Now,
we're on the floor.
Now you got to go. Now you got to go before they can get into their defense.
Yeah, I would have liked to see her attack there, but we'll take 3 points.
3, right? So now with 10 seconds to go in the first quarter, 9-5. Try not to foul here necessarily. That's going to be, he's going to call, wasn't sure who it was going to be off of. That was White with it.
It looks like Cougar basketball.
15, yep. Madison Smith comes in. Kirby Joe going to give it a fling. And as we come up to the end of the first quarter, the Lady Cougars lead 9-5. And again, it's one of those situations where, again, going to kind of probably beat it to death tonight in terms of the 2-3 zone. You can screen against it, and you can do those things, but you have to be able to, you have to know what you're looking for. And this, it goes back, I think the other thing it goes back to with us is we don't get to practice 5-on-5. Like the other day I was in here and they were going 5-on-5 because
How many
Coach
staff
because
members?
Coach Arthlone, was out there. Coach Bradshaw was out there.
Coach T and Mrs. Bauer, I think, hopped in.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, like, for them to work on something, that's a situation that they're in. So,
yeah, that's tough.
Usually on our broadcasts, I'm going to back myself off a little bit in case I'm too loud. Usually on our broadcast, we bring up, I looked, they're 1-4 in their last 5 games. They beat Calvary Christian Academy just a couple weeks ago or a week ago, which would have been their last most recent win. Our girls, and it'll be Riverton basketball as we come out. Our girls are coming off of, we're coming off of a nice win last week against Maroa Forsyth. And in our last 5, we're actually 3-2. We've been playing a little bit better lately. Beat Midwest.
That's always a good win to have, a county rival.
Yep.
And the Mount Pulaski game, I mean, that score, that team's what, 23-0? That Mount Pulaski team?
Yeah.
So
yeah, they are.
And I mean, they scored 42 points.
Right. And we're up at the beginning. We were up early. I mean, we were up not like, I'm not saying we're up 10, but we were right there with them at the beginning. We were right there with them at the beginning of the game.
And against that team, like, yeah, the score is whatever it is, but that's competing in my in my opinion. If I was coaching the game and if I was Coach Bunner, I'd be like, oh, they haven't lost. They're that good, and
yeah. And this is the thing that hurts right now. And I know if you've listened to our broadcast, don't foul. If you've listened to our broadcasts, Elena got a piece of it. And you're gonna be like, are you gonna keep complaining about this? I'm not complaining. I'm just stating, I'm stating a fact that you have to take into consideration when you talk about what we do. In this 1-3-1, it is so predicated on your ability to anticipate. When the ball goes to the other side of the court, the person on this wing, their job is to drop.
Yeah.
And then they also come up when it gets reversed over here. That's really hard to work on with nobody, with not in practice, like without being
to simulate
5-on-5,
it in your head.
right.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about the crowd, whatever. It's just the ability to know, okay, I'm supposed to, or even
and to just play against it.
See that pass be hung, and I can go and try to get it. Because it's like, I think the funny thing is the longer the season's gone on, the better they've gotten at it. But, and we know about the word but from having coached a little bit now, until you can work on, if you can't work on it, it's like drawing up a play in a timeout that you've never ran before and assuming that a group of teenagers, no matter how smart they are going to take it from the bench to the court.
Yeah, I tried that one the other night. It didn't work very well.
Yeah, and sometimes it does, and sometimes it does. I would say I've said it on a broadcast before. If you're listening at home and you have teenagers, unless your teenagers are different than my teenagers, where they don't always listen or do what you ask them to do exactly how you ask them to do it.
And it's real easy to see it, and then as a player say, yep, I got it, I understand. But do I really understand? Right. No, I'm just gonna say that.
Shake your head because you don't want to because you assume you're going to get chewed out if you don't. When, like I told you the other day, I would rather you. That's a way to. I don't know if he was mad at Liv for not. There you go.
Good shot fake.
Then the thing about that, though, is you still need somebody else to dive into that open area.
Somebody on that opposite side,
If the defense comes over, then you have somebody to kick it to. So see what I'm saying about the 1-3-1.
And they've got it almost, they're like the three-point line a little bit higher than the three-point line, where when we've always ran it, when I've always ran it, we were kind of sunk back in a little bit.
Right.
That's her third 3 of the game.
I like the ball movement on that, but I think what Coach Bunner's frustrated with is he's getting some shots that they're not taking, and they should.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, that's right there where Elena has that. Now, Liv's going to get called for a foul here in a second.
Here's the thing, though. If I'm Riverton and they're playing that high, they had a girl standing right on the block.
Right. Yeah.
For a layup.
Yep. Well,
and it's hard to see when you got the trap.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You got to remember where you and I are sitting, and that's like you'll have people in the crowd yell, "Why don't they throw it to them?" Well, because they're down there with 2 people in their face. They can't see it. if they even could make that pass. They don't see it. We're not getting anybody to the high post. It's a long shot by Liv. Meg comes down with it. Nice soft touch, and that falls in. And it's 16-5 in favor of the Lady Cougars. Number 11, Stokes brings it up. She goes to the corner. That is Walker. She kicks it back out to Stokes, back to Walker for a jump shot. Misses. We don't go get it. Again, it's our rebound, our zone rebounding kills us sometimes. That's Walker. She goes to the left-hand shot up. Nice rebound by Liv. Bounce pass to Meg. Meg gives it off to, and I've got the camera at the wrong end. Sorry at home. I'm trying to, my setup's different. I had a camera quit working on me, so I need to be watching it from the monitor instead of the court. Sorry about that. Elena Snyder drives baseline. Little pull-up jump shot for her. She misses. Addie goes for it, but it's off of Addie.
Wasn't a bad shot, but I think Coach Bunner, what we were talking about, if she jump stops there and we have a cutter from that opposite side,
right?
I think that's kind of what he wants. He wants the girls to move a little bit more offensively. But one thing, yep, there you just called it.
She got away with it twice.
Yeah, it was coming. But one thing I was gonna say a second ago too is, I wonder if Riverton hasn't played against a 1-3-1 yet this year. I mean, I'm sure somebody has, but
yeah,
I just feel, and we talked about it, like in practice, they've got enough girls to go 5-on-5. Right. But, in practice, I don't know if they've simulated that, because they've got a layup right now. They
pass from number 3 into White. That's 11. 11 is Brittany Walker. There's 2 Walkers.
35 got fouled, going to the line for 2.
For 35.
Megan Hughes with the foul.
Is Danae Anderson. I had the roster. I had one roster that had their ages on it, and I have this one doesn't. So I'm not sure.
First free throw in and out.
That one rims out. Yeah, because Coach White has called a couple of timeouts to talk about how he wants to attack that. Because honestly, if you don't, and Anderson hits the second, because if you don't attack that 1-3-1 correctly, you're not going to get a shot, and you're definitely not going to get a good shot.
And the biggest problem is, the Lady Cougars are doing such a good job at the high pressure and flying around that it's so hard to get that ball moving. And they're
good.
Does she have another one? Yes, she does. That's 4 threes.
That was a good cut by Kirby Joe. If that would have been, and then it's like, you don't throw it inside to her because she's a guard, a guard, but she's still got a cut there. If that was Macy Willis, you can get it to her.
So against the 1-3-1, you have to get the ball to the open girl. And usually I would say,
what I used to say is, you'd really like to see the ball go across the court before it comes across half court. You want to make Addie have to move before you come across half court.
And the inside out, so when they get the ball,
kind of what they're doing
when they get the ball inside, they need to look straight down to the block. Because
a three by Walker, it's missed. Addie tracks it down, gives it off to Meg. Ooh, they were off where they wanted to be. Meg for 3. Nice hustle by Elena to go get it. She's going to get called for a foul. It kind of just didn't work out. Girl kind of slid underneath her. It wasn't really anything Elena could have done about that.
I'm just a little confused why you had mentioned the defense was off, but Megan didn't attack.
Yeah, I don't think I think it took us by surprise.
Because there was nobody up there guarding the ball.
Right. Yeah,
I would have liked to see her attack, get a paint touch.
Number 35, Anderson's going to bring it into the front court. See, this is where I liked it, because see, now when you come
across,
yes, you take that.
Get it across before.
So
if she just throw it to the rim, to number 1,
gets a hand on it.
So yeah, like you said, if they would get it across before they get across half court and then just throw one up to the hoop, they've got somebody on the block.
Anderson for 3. It's off rebound down to Liv. If you keep it almost outside of the volleyball court, keep it in those lanes, it makes it easier to There we go.
There
Kirby
she
Joe.
goes.
It's long. Rebound down to Addie. Oh, Addie, go up.
It's a good shot, though. She hadn't really looked to shoot all game. Yeah. Wonder if Mr. Bunner's running a set or just his normal offense.
There we go. If she'd have caught it cleaner, I think. Nice move. Way to go to get it. Like that. That was good. I'm not sure what he's telling her. I can't hear him, but I know he mentioned to her early about driving. I think that's the good thing about having Coach Bradshaw there, and Coach Arthelone down there, and Coach Harper down there. Got multiple people. Coach Harper was a fantastic basketball player when she was in high school at Midwest. Like, she played college basketball. Kendall, Coach Arthelone, All-State. Won the three-point shootout thing right before the world ended in 2020. Like,
yeah, I remember watching that in Coach Burks' room. We watched that.
Yeah.
But I thought she went to Delavan.
Maddie Harper did. Coach Harper did. Kendall's from Illini Central.
No, you said Midwest.
Oh, well, she's from Delavan, but it's Midwest Delavan. They co-op.
Oh, okay.
Back then they did. They don't anymore, but they did. Addie's going to bring it up.
That makes a lot more sense.
So
like there you go. The attack, kick out, 3-point shot, bang.
So they go man, and we get a 3 out of that trip. So anyway, and Coach Bradshaw, she's like, well, what are you talking about? Coach Bradshaw was a great basketball player too. Won a regional. I'm pretty sure she won it. I think she won a regional. Meg went for it. Meg kind of makes the face like, I'm actually glad I didn't get a hand on it because it sails out of bounds. So they go man now. Looks like. Addie gets into the lane, gives it off to Liv, picks up her dribble. Turn that corner. Good. Kick out. That's it. Jump stop. That's number 40 goes in and we get called for a foul. Number 40 is Mariah Jackson, and she's going to shoot 2 free throws.
22-6 in favor of Illini Central with 1:30 to go here in the half. See if Riverton can tack on a couple more.
It'd be interesting to see
the first one.
How the man to man will affect what we're doing offensively. So she misses the first, hits the second. Kirby Joe will bring it up.
It was crazy having the shot clock in that JV game.
I mentioned to the
traveled. That's okay.
I mentioned to the scorers table that there was like a couple shots that got chucked up. I was like, what are we doing? And then I realized the shot clock.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a terrible shot. Oh,
yeah.
There's 1 second left on the shot clock.
It was so funny. The first time it went off, everybody was so confused. Even the refs were kind of like,
right. I mean, it's one of those
different
things where Jackson goes up, misses it, gets called for a foul. The funny thing about it was, too, you got to practice it. You kind of got to get somebody used to running it. I don't know how you can go into next season and not have someone who's done it. I mean, as you know, I'm a huge NBA fan, and how many times it gets screwed up in the NBA, and those people are getting paid a lot more money to run it nice by Macy. She loses it just as she gets ready to go up. Maybe someone from Riverton got a hand on it.
And I get it. I get the whole shot clock thing. Is that for girls next year too?
Mm-hmm.
So
everybody.
That's gonna be a big change for all the high school athletes, and I get it.
Walker gives it off
for
to
teams
White.
That ruin it.
White for a 2-point jump shot's off.
And rebound
comes down to Liv. Coach Bunner kind of barked at Kirby Joe last time for picking her dribble up when she didn't need to.
Nice to see her attack there.
Yeah, because, she used to do that all the time in the middle school for me. Like, that's something she's good at. Again, I think it does go back to being a freshman and sometimes worried about making a mistake. And when you worry about making a mistake, you end up making the mistake anyway. Like, by worrying about it. They used to call that a double dribble. They called it that old drop catch.
Yeah.
Did they call that when you were like
Yeah.
a freshman or sophomore?
Oh, I got called for it like my senior year a couple times. You talk about when you catch the ball off a dribble?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best pictures of me when I was coaching was because of that. I'm looking and I give the ref about it. Walker with it. She throws it up. Rebound down to Kirby Joe with 2, with
Hold it.
1. And she's going to, clock will run out. And at the end of the first half, it's 22-7 in favor of Illini Central Greenview. So Coach Power and I will step out for a second. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half. Glad you're with us. Hope you're enjoying the basketball. Welcome back. Broadcasting's fun. It's fun, especially when you don't unmute yourself and you just go on a big long spiel about something. The YouTube thing you just saw. Hey, click subscribe if you want to be subscribed to our channel. Click the like if you feel like it. The bell's great because what it does is it'll notify you anytime I go live. So for the Illini Central fans, if you're on your iPad, you're on your phone or whatever, it'll come up on your screen. I use my phone to test it and make sure it's working. Use that. That always helps when the broadcast starts. So, Lucas, it's nothing new. The mess.
Always something, right? Camera yesterday.
I was just talking away. Yeah, I got so lucky on Friday. I shouldn't say anything about it because something will go wrong now. But
well, you got to go, and I was barely back into my seat. I was like, all right, we're underway.
That camera not working on Friday. I showed up to the school way earlier than I normally do, and I was like, gosh, I'm here early. What did I get here so early for? And if I hadn't, I'd have never got everything up and going. So, all right. Well, let's see if the Lady Hawks are starting the same people. It looks like it from what I can see where I've got the camera currently. Got 29 people out there watching with us tonight. Like I said at halftime, glad to have you with us. Illini Central stays 1-3-1. Starters do look like they stay the same. And that's pass from number 35, Anderson. It kind of goes towards the half-court line.
And so that goes exactly what you were talking about. So right. she dribbled across, got trapped, and that makes a really hard pass to make. In that situation, we at that point we got to go skip pass.
It's back cut. Yeah. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's even if it's when they're taking the ball, even if it's just at half court, you can. Oh, nice back cut. There you go. Nice, Addie. Nice pass, Liv. Way to see that. Good. You got a back cut. So yep. So let's see if they do it this time. They've talked about it.
Yeah, I assume in the locker room he had went over it.
Okay. Here's the other thing. I don't know if he asked them to throw the bounce passes, but that doesn't help you. There's a shot on the baseline, rebound down to Anderson, tracks it down in the corner, throws it into White. She's going to kick it back to Anderson. Anderson's going to pull for three, and it's good. The bounce pass hurts you because
it gives them
time to get there. A bounce pass is really, I get in trouble with some coaches. Nice curl by Megan there. Running some crisp offense right now. Ooh, Liv.
Got away with the travel there.
Just relax.
But you're talking about the bounce pass in the 1-3-1. But with this Lady Cougar team, I'm not too sure they throw that overhead pass if it's going this way for a layup.
Right, yeah. Yeah. I think it's just one of those things where I love a bounce pass if it's on a layup or it's a post pass.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're throwing it out on the perimeter, it's just not a good thing. Getting a little physical. Layup there by number 11. That is Stokes. I do have the H's on here. Nice.
Good curl cut.
Nice. That's good offense.
Do you have any idea what Elena's career high is?
I don't. And I messed the camera up again because I tell you what, not having that other screen.
Oh, so you didn't get her layup there?
No, I didn't get her layup. I missed it completely.
It was a very good, like, flex brush screen into a curl for a
So hopefully I painted the picture
great
for
pass.
you. If you were at home, listening at home, hopefully
great.
My silky smooth voice just painted the picture. All right, I'm just going to watch from the screen. The reason why I watch it in the gym is because I don't know the Riverton girls well enough to. That's a foul. That'll be on Mariah Jackson. That's her third. Again, if you do my setup, and my camera just mentioned that died Friday, or didn't want to do what I wanted to do. Nice, Meg tracks it down and gets called. Jackson gets called for another foul. That's her fourth.
A lot of players aren't going to do that. Right, what she just did.
Right.
Shot a shot, knew she missed,
Yep.
went and got the rebound, shoots another one, gets fouled. Now she's at the line for two more.
It's one of my major pet peeves though, when like fans yell like
Follow your shot.
I can't stand it. I know people said it when I was a little boy.
I don't like it either, and here's why. Because I want to be shooting it with as much confidence as I can to where I'm, if I know it's short, like she knew right there, that was a great.
Unless you're 100% sure that you missed it, there's no reason for you to take off running to the basket.
That happened to me a couple times in high school in my short varsity career. That
Anderson throws it along the sideline.
It almost doesn't make the shot as good if you shoot it and then run after it and then it goes in.
Never. Well, because I would get frustrated, and I think I probably have said it to you before. It's like when you shoot it and you start backpedaling to half court.
Yeah. And then Megan hits a three.
I'll tell you, the thing about Megan, I've always loved about Megan, is when it gets a little bit chippy, sometimes a little physical, Meg always, that like gets her going. And getting that free throw to go, she like sees the ball go through the basket. Like, here's where I'd love her to go to the corner and then
hit another one,
kick it back to her.
Driving kick right here. Drive all the way.
Good finish by Addie. In that game, it was funny when Coach Theralitis said you guys on the bench, because I was thinking it when that kid from Greenview drove all the way
with the wrong hand,
right in front of the defense,
and got a layup.
That was a nice drive and basket by number 11.
Yeah, he shot a left-handed layup with his right hand
and
dribbled it
from the right side to the left side.
To the left side.
And it was funny because Coach Theralitis turned to you guys and said that. Nice kick out. Come on, Kirby Joe.
Got it.
There we go. Good shot. Running some good offense right now.
So the Lady Cougars had a slow minute, it felt like, and then all of a sudden it's been three-point shot, layup, free throws, three-point shot.
Right.
Just.
So we got a sub in the game, number 15. Madison Smith. I'm laughing because I took my old man cheater glasses on and I can't read my paper, but then I don't see it. Like, well, yeah, you got to look down the sideline. Don't foul, don't foul, don't foul.
And yeah, she's got to look down the sideline, but also nobody's really moving down here.
Yeah,
cut into the basketball.
You can't, when you're the person that's on the baseline or on the corner, you can't go hide. You've got to be available. Everybody has to be available. Need more arch on that from Macy.
And right now they're splitting the bottom.
Right.
If she gets on that side, and they would overload that side with two people, somebody's got to be open.
Right. I just can't.
And so I think he was just talking to her. I don't know if they were pointing towards that corner, so I don't know if he was talking about throwing up the sideline or what quite he was getting at.
Meg made a mistake, but she kept playing and she tracked it down. Addie loves to drive left, even though she's right-handed, and gets right to it. Keep getting her on that side. She's going to go to the rim every time.
And I think that's what Coach Bunner wanted her to do more in the first half.
Right.
And she was she wasn't getting to the rim as much as I think he wanted her to, and he knows she has that ability, so.
Another sub into the game. Number 55 comes back in. That's Angel White. She checks in.
Has he always played a 1-3-1, or did he just throw that in? Because I remember he played like a 3-2.
He plays what looks like a 3-2.
It's just like a 1-2-2, but you sink in the.
Right. Yeah. It's basically, people call it a 3-2, or you would say 3-2. Got a Wolf behind her.
She traveled.
Yeah. Now, that's one of those situations where I would have got mad at my youngest, who was the point guard, not getting it from her. But it was also one where she was going to pick it up pretty close to half court, which was going to be a problem. So, yeah, he plays the 1-3-1 sometimes, and it depends on.
I didn't know in years past. Like I don't.
Yeah, he's done it before. That's good ball movement by them. Rebound down to. Well, that looks like Stokes. Kick out for a 3. Jackson goes for the rebound, doesn't get it. is that point in the game where now you can hear everything. Nobody's got Addie. She goes all the way. Oh, that one just rolled out. She gets her own rebound. He's going to say she can't come from out of bounds. I don't know. That was close.
Now, if you reestablish both feet, can you still?
What's that?
If you reestablish both feet in bounds, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Then you can play. Then
you can. You've got
that. That one was close then, because I.
He is right. We are starting to scoreboard watch, which means we're kind of not. Doesn't mean you have to get a steal every time, but we're not even moving our feet at all. We did better there.
Coach Bunner's yelling one more.
Yeah. Elena's like,
this one's going in the hoop.
Yeah. I got it. Thanks for the advice. See,
almost got another one there.
Yeah. They're just not. That's a good drive. Boy, if you can get it there, that's.
And at least they're getting some shots on
right.
on this end.
Yeah, that was a better possession.
Because that's a couple possessions in a row now, with some shots where. Oh.
It still just comes down to. God, if you'll just make that ball go across the court before it goes across half court, it just makes life so much easier.
And a lot of that is maybe coach has laid that out for him. It's just not.
Yeah, I mean,
not executing.
The bottom line is, you're watching the game at home, or you're sitting here at seat.
And now it's got to go there. Yep. It's good defense.
You sit there and you think, well, when is he going to tell them what to do?
Yeah.
He has.
Yeah.
If you've ever actually coached, like coach for real, that's what happens. Is you tell. I mean, they're not. And the funny thing is they're not always. And you said it earlier. They're not always being disrespectful and not listening to you. They're just maybe they can't physically do it. That's a foul on Elena Snyder.
And we talk about it when we talk about the middle school kids,
Jackson.
But even these high. I mean, they're just kids. They're still high school kids.
Yep.
And I mean, I remember whenever I was playing a few short years ago, like I did the same thing. I mean, there's times where maybe Coach Birch was just saying something timeout, like, yep, I got you. Yep. And I was going out there thinking about who knows what.
Right. Well, it's like I told you the other day when you were coaching that JV game. I had situations. Yep, she did lean into her. I thought she did. It wasn't much, and compared to what else is not or has or hasn't. But what I was saying was I told you the other day when we were in my room, my classroom, we were like, I said, I remember having kids that I'd look them in the eye and go, now you tell me what I just said to you. I want to hear it.
And they'd have no idea.
And they would have no idea what I just said. I'm like, and I wasn't furious. You're just like, I knew that kid, love him to death.
Yeah.
Went to his wedding, but he wasn't listening. Or if he was listening, he was distracted. He heard the words come out of my mouth. He wasn't listening to what I said. Nice rebound by White. She kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson with it. The trap there. Kirby wasn't sure.
This has nothing to do with the basketball, but look on the screen. That one's a little delayed. It's how there's a minute and 30 on the clock. It got stopped at a minute and 30 earlier on in the game too. I think it was the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, you got to be careful you don't get caught watching the actual feed of it.
Yeah.
Joe, that's a nice pass out. Nice take by Macy. You got to go at Mace. So it'd be nice to shoot that little running hook. Kirby Joe.
That's her second three.
Coach Bunner's doing exactly what we were saying. And then there's people wondering why he's mad. You're up 43-15. It's because you're trying to do things the right way.
Yeah.
You're trying to continue to improve. Again, it's like being mad because you're not moving your feet. We're up by a bunch.
I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, it's the same thing if the score's flipped and we're down by this much.
Exactly.
Are you going to quit then? Are you not going to?
Right.
And they're not. I'm not saying they're quitting. I'm just saying.
They're picking and choosing.
Yes.
They're picking and choosing.
And some of it, and a lot of it is, I'm not going to play down here. But when we get on that other end,
yeah, we're all about it down on the other.
When we're on the other end, it's time to go.
We're all about it down on the other end. And the ball
right off her foot
goes
Cougar basketball. But no, down on this end.
Down here we're gangbusters down here. But on defense, it's like an open gym is what it is.
And again, we seem like we're being a little negative. And
And
they've only given up 15 points,
Right.
but they're giving up how many shots, too? How many open layups? Is Mr. Bunner a big hold for the last shot guy, or just go with the flow and go score?
I think he's more of a go with the flow kind of person. You need spacing. That's not very good
8
spacing.
seconds to
7,
go. Attack,
6.
attack, attack.
Ooh, that's a foul. Yep. Who I thought that was going to go in. So as we come to the end of the third quarter, I haven't looked today. I don't know. I worked today. Just don't know what all I had necessarily accomplished, maybe, but I didn't spend as much time.
I wonder what inbound play that was, because I don't know if they had bad execution or if she was supposed to shoot it when she caught it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he's going over. I think he's going over it right. Yeah, I think he is right now.
So I was
because whatever it was, that's not the shot he was looking for out of the break.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 teams. So I don't know. I was looking at their subsection. They've got to either go to Auburn or Rochester. Pawnee is in theirs. They're in theirs. They're really good. They've got a good record. Obviously, Plains is who Plains is. Yeah, so I'm not sure what'll happen for them coming regional time, but they don't have to travel very far anyway. Not like our boys will have to go on the road. So we've got Anderson, Jackson, Stokes, Walker, and White out there for the Lady Hawks. For us, we've got Elena, Kirby Joe, Addie, Macy, and Megan. Addie for a nice little jump shot. Jackson hit the floor hard. I don't know if she got ran into. Kind of looked like it.
There's the pass I was talking about all night.
And the thing about that pass is, having coached the 1-3-1,
that bottom defender has to take care of this corner.
Right. The thing is like you don't care if a couple of those get there. It's when they consistently get there that you're in big trouble.
And honestly, and what we've been talking about, Lane Snyder takes another three. That one's just off. What we've been talking about, maybe they'll figure it out here in the next 6 minutes if they throw it from this on our side to the L and Central, and then they get that skip pass to get that bottom
it's like any
defender
zone.
to sprint
it's
the
like
bottom.
Any zone, you really got to make them shift.
And you want to get
once you
the ball
make
moving.
Shift, right. Yep. See, that makes Addie
You want
move
to pass
one more
through it.
time.
And now somebody good.
Why
Good.
did that do that?
That was perfect execution for the Riverton Hawks to beat that 1-3-1.
As the camera button 3 didn't do what it was supposed to do.
Did you not get that then on?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did
now
not.
Now it's back to scrolling really slow for some reason. May have to do it by hand now. Pass inside to Addie. Addie, nice step through there.
Now,
nice.
They've been calling that a travel all year this year for middle school and high school that I've been sitting with. That step through, it's not always a travel. And I don't know why they've been calling it a lot this year.
There's a 3 off, rebound down to Elena.
You know, like when you do the pump fake step through, they've been calling. Dominic Blair's got called on that. I don't know how many times.
Kirby Joe all the way to the rim. Come on, get this one. Yeah, I wondered if he'd do that. I wondered if Bunner would do that. I just heard him say 32, so he's going to not go 1-3-1 anymore.
So that's that 3-2, 1-2-2 type.
This rebound live. Just rattled out. Just play without fouling. 47-17, there's a skip across. That's to number 30, he's in the game. Shayla Robinson, steal by Elena Snyder. She looks up, throws it ahead to Kirby Joe. Kirby Joe with it. Tried to get it across to Meg. I didn't realize I held that camera too long, Lucas. Look at that. This new camera will go all the way around.
So that's you get to buy it brand new. It's the same one as before, but
it's the same brand, yeah. But it's the old one. I don't think it would do what that just did. People at home are getting to see how it's fastened to the wall.
It went all the way around.
What kind of clown show are these guys at the Illini Central Sports Network? I've been all over it tonight. So. The camera's kind of got a mind of its own right now. Nice cut, that's it.
Good layup, with some shot. With some a hand in her face and a little bit of body contact.
Yeah.
That's a good finish.
Thank you, Mrs. Bauer at home, for texting me asking me what I'm doing. I appreciate it. Don't foul. Play without fouling. (49-17). They're going to run their version of America's play, but they didn't think they got the screen they wanted. Ball goes through Walker's hands out of bounds, and it will be back to Illini Central basketball.
And yeah, it's just funny how everybody kind of runs that same set.
And was it you I was talking to? I don't know what I went back and watched. I thought America's play was something that was like, I don't know, in the past 15, 20 years.
Yeah,
maybe.
It was crazy. Last year, everybody ran it.
But I mean, like, I was watching something not that long ago that was a while back, and it was being ran. So I don't know.
Maybe it's one of those things that just came back over time.
Right.
And it was really effective. But now everybody runs it.
But
so
most people run it now so they can get a three-pointer.
Yes.
And back when I was a kid, I know I've told you before, the three-point line came in when I was a junior in high school. Well, there were only 2 guys on my team that were allowed to shoot it. Like now, everybody shoots it.
And Coach Bunner wants her to kick that to the corner for a three-point shot.
Right.
But do you want her to not be taking that shot?
I think that's the other thing when you talk about being a freshman.
Like that was you got a big lead, you get an opportunity to go to the rim.
Because you know what her middle school coach would have said, shoot that.
Shoot that, yeah.
I mean, I would have said shoot that.
But then on the other side of things, you're in a 2-point game.
Right.
And in a week from now or 2 weeks from now, you're in a 2-point game, season on the line. You know, which shot do you want?
Lily checks in.
Hopefully they can get her a jump shot here.
Yeah.
See if she can.
She's gonna dribble in. She's gonna shoot it.
Almost.
Misses it. Rebound down to number 12. They're gonna go the other way. Is Riverton throw it ahead? Shot.
Might have gotten away with a walk there. We'll take 2 points.
Lily will bring it up again.
2 points.
Go all the way in there, Lily. Don't stop so far out. She shoots it. It's off. Megan offensive rebounding. Try to give it back to Lily. Dribble all the way in there. There's a shot.
That's a good shot.
It's the back of the. It's all right.
And the time will
The time
run out.
Roll out.
49-19, Lady Cougars here in the Cougar Den.
Gets up one more shot, almost gets it to go. And the final score is 49-19 in favor of the Lady Cougars.
Aw, still shooting it.
He's going to give her another chance. One more.
Mr. Bunner's like, we got to line up. Come on. That was really nice of that player on Riverton, too, to pass the ball into her.
Right, yep.
And Coach is loving it.
Yep. It's one of those things where you haven't seen many situations where people don't get that it's more important than
some things are bigger than the basketball game.
Bigger than winning and losing a silly basketball game. Not everybody gets that sometimes. But luckily, in those situations and in my time of coaching and coaching Noah, like people did what Coach White and his kids did. So it's always nice when you see that, and it is a perspective thing. It really is.
Yeah.
So that's a good win tonight for the girls. I think you mentioned at one point there was that one little slow stretch. Was that in the beginning of the third?
Yeah, beginning of the third. Yeah, there was like a minute and a half there, and then all of a sudden it was just lights out.
It was a little bit physical, and not bad physical.
Yeah, it's kind of like a 10-point game or something in there, 15-point game, and then all of a sudden it 30.
Yeah, and it was when they went man, we ran our offense the way we wanted to,
and he didn't pull out a bunch of sets either. It was just their regular motion, and they just got after it.
Yeah, the thing that people weren't always sure about at different times throughout the year, but it definitely worked in that setting. So, well, it's funny you get to the end, and I didn't do this. Here's the next 3 games. I went to all this work today to get this looking nice. And so here it is. Porta on Thursday. That's away. Thursday at Friday. Yeah, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday they play.
Yeah.
So then they go they go all the way to Macon Meridian on Friday night, and then over to Old Table Grove.
So three in a row on the road.
Hometown of Mr. Worley. So that's what the end of this week will look like for the girls. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoy the broadcast, Lucas.
Yep, thanks for having me up here. It's always a blast.
All right, so take care. We'll see you soon. And remember, life is good. We'll see you later.